everyone. Welcome to Kitty Rising, where we use the tool of tarot to rise above and live our most abundant lives. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is the reading we look at the next 7 days. This is timeless, so whenever you're watching this, next 7 days from now, what to expect, and then we'll get any messages and guidance that wants to come through from your spirit team as well. We have 3 groups to choose from. I shuffled and drew a card for each group. This is group number 1. Group number 2, and group number 3. So use your intuition, see which card is calling to you. I also placed crystals to help you decide which reading is best for you. Pause the video if you need more time. There will be timestamps and chapters down below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1, to your week ahead reading. You chose this lepidolite crystal here and the card butterfly. So right away we can see there's definitely some transformation coming this week with the butterfly. Butterflies represent major changes and transformation. So we'll see how this is coming about in your life. We're going to start off with the Lenormand, some Kipper cards, tarot, and tea leaves to get all the information for you for the week ahead. But expect a transformation, and in a beautiful way, because we see the butterfly here. So, you know, it's in that final stage. It starts off as the caterpillar, and then it's in the cocoon, you know, and maybe you guys have been in that cocoon phase where you kind of have been like, you know, breaking down old limiting beliefs, old ways of being, and now you're ready to transform, to spread your wings and fly, to level up. So I really feel like this is positive changes coming, but again, we're going to get a lot more cards out to see how this is so, and also anything else that's going on this week that Spirit wants to let you know about. So thank you so much for being here, group number 1. Thank you to your spirit team, to my spirit team for assisting with today's reading. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? We have here the mountain, and the mountain in Lenormand talks about really like our obstacles, our goals, things we want to surmount and surpass. And that bird's really standing out to me. I feel like you're overcoming something, and that's really what this transition is about, but we're going to see, and we'll piece it all together for you. We have the woman card. Ooh, something came up. Okay, there could be changes in your relationships, major transformation, overcoming some challenging situation, especially with Divine Feminine, but this could be any person. I like to, whenever we get a person card, or like a male or a female, I just like to consider that like the human card, a person card. So there could be major transformations coming, yeah, in your relationships, because the birds in Lenormand talk about couples, like social gatherings, 2 people, you know, multiple people. But yeah, this could, a lot of times it could be a romantic partner, but this could be friendship or a family member as well. And I'm seeing, yeah, especially those of you who have had some difficulties in recent times with a specific relationship, you know, I feel like there's a lot of transformation coming this way. Or maybe you've just even had some obstacles in love in general, in relationships. There could be some changes coming to your love life. Let's get one more. When I said that, one card just fell out. And then we have the broom. So the broom talks about, you know, literally like sweeping things away, things that no longer serve you. And we kind of touched on that. We were saying maybe you guys have been in that cocoon phase, and now you're, you know, transitioning to this butterfly phase, where, you know, you're really spreading your wings, you're able to fly, you're able to overcome whatever has been going on because you've learned your lessons, and you're now able to let go of things that no longer serve you. Some of you guys could be letting go of a friendship or a relationship in your life that may have been holding you back. There could have been a relationship that has a lot of arguments that this transformation is coming, because this broom can talk about that, fighting and arguing. And you know, it seems like there's a lot of emphasis on relationships, you know, even your relationship with yourself, but especially, like, you know, we have this birds here, so it's with others as well. There could have been someone that's been in your life that's maybe a gossiper, with this bird energy. Sometimes that can signify that. And you can just be getting rid of energy. Yeah, because you're ready to really move forward with life. Just, you know, I know I keep saying this, but it keeps going through like spread your wings and fly. This bird, overcome anything that's been holding you back. And it might be some people in your life that are holding you back that you are letting go. But let's see what else wants to come through. And again, we'll piece this all together as we move through your reading. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Family room. The family room in the Kipper card system, this talks about like your safe space, your private space. Like it's where you go in your home where it's just your close ones. Because like in like old school homes like this, they had like a parlor for like when just like anyone came over. But this is where you bring people that are like the closest to you, where you feel safe and comfortable and vulnerable and open and you know, just again, like in your comfort zone, in your safe space. We have this fire here, this tea, it's like a cozy time. So yeah, I feel like there could be for a lot of you positive transformation in family relationships and those you're closest to. I feel like you might be like making amends and really having some nice time together. If you've practiced this, I am posting this on Easter, so happy Easter to those who celebrate. Perhaps you're getting together with family today, but again, you could be watching this at a later date, but maybe, you know, you're getting together with family because of that reason, or other holidays that have been going on. I think it's Ramadan, right? But this is timeless, so it can be anything. And it doesn't even have to do with the holiday. It could just be, you know, feeling at peace with your relationships closest to you, feeling at peace in your home. And toil and labor. The Lovers, yeah, wow. Right underneath the birds here. I feel like there's definitely like making amends or starting a relationship, a transition with the relationship. Maybe, you know, there has been a lot of trouble, like we've been picking up on, like arguing or like, you know, just whatever obstacles that come up in relationships. I feel like you're really putting the work in. You're really making the choice to put your relationships first, you know, the people who mean the most to you. And I feel like that's really is what is helping your relationships move forward in a positive way here. Let's get one more. We have Child that came out in reverse. So yeah, there is a lot of energy here about other people. You know, maybe there's someone in this dynamic that was being a little immature, you know, and I feel like this relationship, you guys are really stepping up and making the choice to like just sweep away the past and really work on moving this relationship forward and in a positive way. I really see positive changes in your relationships this week, especially those of you who are resonating with there being a difficult relationship or troubled times in a relationship in your life lately. The lepidolite is also a very calming stone. So I feel like it can really help people who have been anxious or, you know, have racing thoughts or just need help resting. And I feel like there is a lot of like rest and relaxation and feeling good and calm after a stressful time. You know, again, reiterating, a lot of this is stressful time because of a specific relationship, but maybe some of you guys have just been really stressed because of work, and now this week you're able to really rest, and you know, it's really doing you wonders. It's really going to make you feel good and tackle anything that comes your way. Let's get some tarot out. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? And remember, this is a general reading, so maybe not every message is going to apply to you, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But yeah, I feel like this definitely a strong emphasis here on change in relationships and for the better for group number 1. If it's not resonating at all, maybe you can look at another group, but let's see what else comes through. So what's going on in the next 7 days for group number 1? Temperance. This talks about healing, balance, moderation. Yeah, I feel like there really is a beautiful energy this week about feeling healed, about relaxing, about like, you know, like there's a healing in your relationships. You're feeling more comfortable, more safe, more relaxed. Maybe some overcoming some problem, you know, could have been like health or anything like that. I feel like there's a healing coming that way. And I feel like it would, for most people, it would be like more emotional, you know, but it could be other things as well. But you could be choosing really to get rid of any negative thoughts, negative behaviors. And in the bottom here, I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is really, you know, teamwork, collaborating, working with people, working together, not against each other. So I really, really do feel like there's a lot of healing coming to your relationships. That is definitely coming through again and again. But yeah, I feel like really just both putting effort in, you know, not blaming other people, working through, you know, it's like alchemy, kind of like transmuting the pain and all the stuff that you've been going through, working through it together and creating a new bond and a stronger bond between you guys. What else, Spirit? What's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Two of Wands. This is about like planning for the future, really looking forward, you know, to something, making plans. Yeah, some of you guys really could be thinking about the future with a specific person, like how you're going to move forward, what you're going to do. Maybe in recent times you feel like there's been a lack of like new beginnings, and maybe you feel like the same old things keep happening again and again, and now you're like making the choice, you're working hard, you know, putting in the work to improve your life, you know, improve your relationships, improve your health. So you guys might be making plans to travel this week, you know, but yeah, I feel like there is you know, there's this energy balance, you know, I feel like there's a good balance between work and spending time with your loved ones this week. And I feel like you have the energy to like think about the future and how you're going to move forward. Because maybe you have been bored or feeling stagnant with the way things are. Or maybe realize, you know, the way things have been going, you haven't been able to overcome something. So now you're making changes. You're shifting your plan, what you're doing to really improve your relationships and life overall, and to bring more happiness and health and positive relationships into your life. Okay. We get one more, Spirit. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Not in reverse, sorry. I don't know why I said that. I think because I saw the bottom of the deck was a Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like, yeah, you're moving from this energy, like the Four of Cups, look, she's kind of facing the direction of the past, and the Two of Wands, that's like facing the future. And I feel like there's been a lot of emphasis maybe on focusing on the past and what you don't have and what you don't like, that you've missed out on opportunities and new beginnings. And I feel like you're really shifting here. There's a big transformation here. And I think how you're viewing the world, it's like you have a new perspective. Like you've like realized what your values are and what you want to prioritize. And now you're able, I feel like for a lot of you, it's, you know, a balance between your work and your relationships. And you're now looking for those opportunities. You don't want to stay stagnant or just have the same old things happen all the time. You're ready for positive change and growth in your life. And I feel like you're now starting to shift and see some changes happening. And I feel like, yeah, the first changes that are going to start are your personal relationships, but you're also going to see positive changes in your career and job, whatever it is you do for work. And I feel like, you know, you're making shifts to feel more comfortable, it's more safe, like overall. This is a big transformation here. A lot of like healing. Maybe you guys have been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of growth, self-development and stuff like that. And I feel like this is a week you're starting to see shifts, or like starting to implement with this. You're starting to implement the things you've learned to shift and create positive, lasting changes in your life. What's going on the next 7 days for group number... Oh, that's too many, but we're going to take that top one. What's going on the next 7 days? A affairs with your family. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of energy here about your family, healing, like relationships with your family. Some of you guys could even be like healing ancestral karma. And, you know, it could have been really difficult, but now you're able to like move forward. You've done the healing. You've really overcame some, you know, yeah, some karmic stuff like arguments in the family, certain dynamics in the family. I feel like you're really healing that and, you know, causing a transformation, not only for you, but your entire lineage. And then we have Cat, a two-faced friend. That's interesting. I think these cards might have come out together in a recent reading. Maybe that was yours, but yeah, I feel like we kind of got that energy earlier with like arguing, maybe gossip, just maybe immaturity. There could be some certain relationships in your life that you're, you know, willing to let go of so you're able to grow and change and blossom and all of that and not have someone hold you back, because there does seem to be someone here that maybe does, you know, I feel like you're making positive changes. I feel like the collective I read for really has been making changes lately. I've been getting that message a lot in our readings, and you know, this has come up too, that sometimes when we want to change, you know, you're definitely changing with this butterfly here, energy, all of this energy, but sometimes when we want to change, the people around us don't want to, and they want us to stay the same, and they could like really project on us because, you know, they know they should make positive changes, but they want to keep you at their level. They don't want you to change because they like the way things are, but you're ready to grow, you're ready to evolve, you're ready to transform. And yeah, there could be someone in your field that it's time to let go of or spend less time with, at least. You really consider who you let into your safe space, into your circle, because we really are who we surround ourselves with. You know, they always say like the 5 people you surround yourself with the most, but there's been some study, I don't even know where I saw this or read this, but it's even further out than that. There was like a study that looked at people's like weight and health and stuff like that, and like if you had one person, like even an acquaintance that was obese, so it's like you had more likely of a chance to be so. And that was just like one way about how the people you surround yourself with and the decisions they make can affect you as well. So I feel like there definitely is a transformation in your relationships. I feel like some of them are definitely getting stronger. Like I feel like family stuff and maybe coworker, there's definitely people in your life, you know, you're putting the work to continue, but you might be letting go of certain relationships too. I feel like you're really prioritizing who you're spending your time with because you've been realizing how it affects you. Wall, misunderstanding. Okay, this could be what we were talking about, like with letting the past be the past with like family or something like that, or people like in a romantic relationship, putting that, deciding to leave. Like, you know, maybe in the past there was a misunderstanding and you guys weren't seeing eye to eye, and maybe you still don't see things the same way, but I feel like there's that energy of letting the past go, sweeping away the past so you guys can really make the choice to be together, you know, to positively transform your relationship. So I feel like this is such a strong energy this week of, you know, figuring out who you want to continue on your relationships with and who you might not. And that's like, you know, with the lovers, it really has to do with choice. So making the choices, you know, and the Two of Wands is about choice as well. Who, you know, is worth your time, who may not be. I feel like it might be some hard choices here, but you're going to be making them for the best, because there's really positive transformation coming here. Wow. On the bottom, it says family matters. This is very family oriented for a lot of you. So really, like for group number 1, the main thing, you know, this just keeps coming out again and again in your reading, is transformation in your relationships this week. I feel like there's definitely change coming, but I feel like you're going to be really strengthening some relationships, like I said, especially like family, I think. Overcoming some misunderstandings, some obstacles, some arguments that you've had, in deciding to put that in the past and move forward in harmony together. But again, there also could be some relationships where you just, you know, they're not good for you, and you might be letting that go as well, because they might still be pretty immature and not be willing to put the past behind or not want to continue. So yeah, transformation in your relationships overall in a positive way. I feel like it's going to be like a huge burden off your shoulders, and you're going to be feeling a lot more relaxed and free and feeling really good and optimistic about moving forward. But that concludes your reading, group number 1. Interesting this week. I hope this resonated. I hope you got the guidance, the insight that you needed. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment if you wish, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. Have an amazing week, amazing day whenever you're watching this. Know I love you. You are worthy of having the relationships, the life you desire. So, make those changes, embrace that positive transformation, because it is coming for you, my beautiful group number 1s. I love you. See you in the next one. Welcome, group number 2, to your week ahead reading. What to expect the next 7 days. You chose this Organite Pyramid and the Moth. So the Moth in this deck, it refers to sometimes maybe being a little impulsive or hasty, really just wanting to get things done and take like the easy way out. And it talks about to bring this energy into balance is to finish a project. So that really stood out to me when I was thinking about this card and the messages for you before starting this reading. And I feel like there is definitely a major energy this week of you finishing something. Maybe there's been something you've been pushing to the side or just kind of doing the bare minimum for lately. I feel like you're now putting your heart and soul into something and you're finishing something. And I really feel like with this pyramid too, I'm seeing like, it comes up to a point here. I feel like you're getting to the high point of something, you're completing something, you're finishing a project, something that you've been putting off, or, maybe you started hastily, like really quickly, and then you lost momentum on. I feel like you are now completing it. You're now putting energy into that. And I feel like it's going to be a relief and a really good thing, and you're going to realize it wasn't so hard or so bad after all. But we're going to see what exactly this is and see what else is coming through for the week ahead. For you, my beautiful group number 2s, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your spirit team. Thank you to my spirit team for assisting with today's reading. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 2? We have the letter. So it could be some paperwork you're finally finishing, an application, a literal paper if you're in school, or a project, like an email or communication you've been really putting off that you've had to do for someone, or like that has to do with someone else. Could have to do with work. Let me have the book. Interesting. Let's get one more in there. Yeah, this really could have to do with career and some sort of commitment here. I'm going to put that to this. So yeah, you're definitely working hard at completing something. And like the moon is like a cycle. Like I feel like you're putting in the work, yeah. It really does seem like you're filing paperwork. Maybe it's even like your taxes or something for some of you. Applying for a job, putting in your 2-week resignation. Like it's something that like you've been really wanting to do, but you haven't completed it or done that. It could be applying for school to learn something new with this book here. Okay, it's interesting. We have like 7, 8, 9, 10. But the moon here talks about career satisfaction, emotional satisfaction. So I feel like it's like completing. It's like I'm feeling happy and good about it. You're feeling well. So I feel like you're, like I was picking up on earlier, you're completing something. You're doing some task you've been putting off, and it's going to make you feel really good and accomplished. It is going to take some work and effort, though. I feel like, this fox here, this is like working hard, kind of like the hustler energy, I call it sometimes. And maybe some of you guys like have been not wanting to do something because you didn't know how or something, and you're like putting in the time to educate yourself to learn more about this, about whatever it is you have to do. Let's see what else wants to come through, and we'll continue to piece this together for you. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 2? Yeah, it could be signing like a contract with this ring that was on the bottom. Filing for divorce. I know that I don't think that's really it, but I'm going to say everything that comes through. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Expectation. Yeah. Maybe you've just been really hoping someone else will come along and finish something for you, or, you know, in the 20, it breaks down to a 10, which is like a completion and new beginning. I feel like, wow. And then we have pathway. I feel like they're, like, we have the moth and then we have all these butterflies here. I feel like the actions you're taking this week are leading you down a path of positive transformation. You've been just hoping things would change and get better. You know, we've all been there, like, just waiting to be saved, or like waiting for things just to work out for us. But like, I feel like you're now making the choice to make these changes in your life that are going to like pivot you in a positive direction. You're going to put in the work, you know, again, something with paperwork or applications or studying, looking into new jobs or career, or ways to improve your emotional well-being, like starting to work out, read more books, be healthier. Like, making choices like that is really shifting you down your path. Like, this could be like you just committing to yourself, like journaling every day, working on yourself, working on your future, getting clear on your goals and writing them out. I feel like you're just taking action on something that, you know, you've been wanting to change in your life, but it hasn't been shifting. And, you know, you've been wanting things to shift, but now you're realizing, you know, I'm going to put in that effort. Maybe it's that Aries energy. If you're watching this in Aries season, you know, that's really making you get started on something. False person. Some of you guys may have been like hoping someone in your life would change, you know, hoping you'd hear from them, hoping they'd change, hoping they'd be different. And you might be deciding, like, you know, that maybe this person is for you, and shifting your path in terms of relationships because you want to be more emotionally loved and happy. Interesting. Let's see what, let's get one more of these and see what. You could also be just taking off your own mask, you know, and now choosing to live more authentically. You know, instead of like just hanging out with people you don't like or doing things you don't like, you're now like deciding to take action and like go down a path like to a career that you're more interested in. Friendships, it could really be anything, you know. Maybe you just feel like you've been just like living a life that's not your own, like society, your family, who knows, like, you know, just kind of like put you in, and now you're ready to shift and transform your life and live your own authentic path. So now that's why you're putting the work to make changes, to learn what it is you have to do to have that career you want, the emotional health you want, the relationships you want. Yeah, the courthouse is on the bottom here, and this really could be like filing some paperwork, like to move, you know, the DMV. Again, maybe it is like leaving a commitment because maybe there is someone you're living with or dating or something. You can be signing a lease. Oh, you can't. Yeah, but I feel like there's some official documents that have to do with this week's. Oh, there's all this cat here now. I just pet Emmy. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Or sorry, group number. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 2? The Fool. Yeah. You're taking chances, taking risks on yourself. You're going after something. And again, that's that Aries energy. You're taking a chance. You're taking a risk. You're going after it, you know, something that maybe you've been afraid to do, afraid to go after, like. And this might be like a transition of a thing that comes about like impulsively, you know, like you're like, you know, you've just been kind of doing the same old thing for a while, and all of a sudden this week you're like, after this, I'm going to change. I'm going to go after that. You know, it's like a quick decision, you know, maybe you've been putting off for so long and now you're just all of a sudden doing it. Now all of a sudden you're like, I am going to go after my dream job. I am going to start studying that. I am going to leave this relationship. I am going to join that dating site. It's like kind of something out of nowhere. And I feel like, wow, look, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is going to bring in good luck and like literal fortune coming into your life, you know, because you're starting to take aligned action to go with the flow of life, to follow your intuition. And I feel like things are really going to start turning for you. I feel like maybe you've been in a state of stagnancy or in a low point in life in some area. And, you know, you just have been expecting things to change. But the reason why things are now going to shift for you is because you're taking action, you know, you're going after it. And this really can be with work for a lot of you, what you do for a living. But things are really changing in a positive direction with that Wheel upright. Wow, we have 3 major arcanas. This is a big deal. The things you're doing this week are leading to major life changes. Like a shift in your path. That's a major life change. Transformation is coming. It's like you're closing out a cycle or a chapter in your life and you're moving forward. All because you're deciding to do something, you know, deciding to put in that application, deciding to move, deciding to do whatever. The decisions you're making this week and stuff, the choices you're making this week are leading to big life changes. Let's get one more. What's going on the next 7 days for group number 2? Well, this showed up again because it was on the bottom. Oh my God, you're going to be victorious. Whatever, you know, following your heart, following your intuition, following what feels right to you and not hesitating like maybe in the past, like, you know, you're going to be, there's victory coming, there's success coming, especially this wheel. So yeah, a lot of you really might be considering shifting your job, starting to work for yourself. Maybe the courthouse and the paperwork is like filing a business, like for a business, or I don't really, you know, whatever you do for that. Yeah. You're really taking action. You're shifting. The Hangman too is like enlightenment. See there, like I'm really seeing that, like something's just like being illuminated to you. Maybe you've been taking a step back, you know, really thinking about, you know, with this expectation, like she's just thinking, maybe you've just been really thinking a lot about like what you want. And like this time has been valuable, but instead of just sitting back and not doing anything, I feel like now you're, you know, you've done that. You've done the reflection. Now it's time to take the action to go after what it is you want. It's like you're just getting struck with this intuition, with this feeling, and you're just going to go after something and it's going to seem impulsive, especially to those around you probably, but you're going to make a choice, yeah, to shift careers, to shift whatever it is you're doing, just to, it maybe won't even be that seeming that big, but it's going to lead to shifts in your life later on. And you're just going to shed these masks you've been wearing and start to live more authentically. Like maybe you've always wanted to start like an Etsy shop or be an influencer or whatever it is, you know, YouTuber. I feel like you're making the choice to start working on something, to start doing something you truly enjoy that brings you like happiness. And that's when you're really, you know, things are going to fall into alignment for you. When you start choosing your own happiness, you start choosing what lights you up. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 2? Dealings or relationship with a man. Yeah, there could be shifts in one of your relationships. Yeah, because we do have the false person here. Oh, you are highly thought of. Okay. There could be someone that thinks very highly of you that maybe you decide to work with, to date, to, you know, do something with. But like with that 6 of Wands on the bottom too, that talks about, you know, like recognition. Your community like supports you and acknowledges you. And so the people around you are really thinking highly of you. And maybe some of you guys have been afraid to make changes in your life because you're worried about what other people will think. Maybe like a father figure or a partner or some masculine in your life. But I feel like they're really going to support you, you know, and respect you because you're doing what's aligned with you and what feels good to you. I love this. Happiness and well-being. Yeah, you're really headed towards like positive transformation, happiness, well-being because of the choices you're making this week. I feel like you're really, a lot of you, I feel like have been working on yourself, doing that introspection and all of that. And you're realizing that you are worthy of what it is you desire, so you're going after it. You're no longer expecting people to change. You're the change, that you want to see in the world, or be the change. Anything else that wants to come through, Spirit? 2 cards. Getting together with friends and plenty of material things. All right, so you likely have some sort of gathering with friends, maybe this male, people that think highly of you. You're going to be feeling happy, and I feel like for those of you who are worried about like money, if you shift jobs, if you shift out a relationship or something like that, I feel like Spirit wants you to know there is, like a harvest here, which represents abundance and material things. And, with this happiness here, I feel like you will be okay, You are divinely supported and guided at this time. So, oh, interesting. So, big thing this week is taking a risk, taking a chance on yourself. Making changes and choices that feel aligned to you. And it's really going to lead you to great happiness. It looks like positive friendships and relationships and plenty of material things. So how can you choose you this week? What can you do? Take a risk on yourself, take a chance, go after, what you truly desire when you get that urge. Maybe it's an urge, a desire you've had for a long time. You have that desire for a reason. And I feel like this is the week you're really shifting your path and choosing yourself and choosing your own happiness, and it's really going to pay off. My beautiful group number 2s. That concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you got the insight, the guidance, the messages you needed at this time. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I wish you all the best. Have a great week, a great day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, group number 2. Welcome, group number 3, to your week ahead reading. You chose the Peanut, Obsidian, and Lamb. So this talks about receiving an important message and guidance from someone you trust, someone you love this week. Really being like divinely guided. Really some important message that is meaningful and helpful. We're going to see what this has to do with. And this is also making me think of like Easter for some reason. The colors and our lambs associated with Easter. I don't know, but I am posting this on Easter, but you could be watching this at any time. So, I just feel like there could be something here with like a time gathering with family, friends, loved ones, people, you deeply care about, and having meaningful conversations that really inspire you, uplift you, make you feel good, make you feel comforted and safe. It's just a very loving energy. But let's see what comes through for you and how it resonates with that message. Maybe the message is you're just having some nice conversation, at some point this week with your loved ones. But Spirit, well, first of all, thank you so much for being here, group number 3. Thank you to your spirit team. Thank you to my spirit team for assisting with today's reading. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 3? We have ship, letter, and garden. Let's see what's on the bottom here. We have the bear. Yes, the bear can be like motherly, maternal energy, protective energy. So I feel like, yeah, you're definitely getting some like guidance, some communication here from someone that really deeply cares about you. And you can be really getting some information, some guidance that really helps move you forward in life. The ship is like the journey of life. Oh, look, we have 2 black 10s. We'll have to see what that is. Moving forward. on your journey. You know, I feel like you're really getting some helpful information on this. And the garden is like a public event, something out in the world. So I feel like there really is energy too of like a gathering of some sort. You could be, you know, getting invited to a gathering, to a party, to a family event, to any type of event, like anything with other people outside of your house, maybe at someone else's house or at a public venue. A lot of times with this, you could actually be traveling to some event, something outside of your home this week. That's definitely happening here. And yeah, there's communication going on. You know, you could be really hearing from someone like through written communication too, but a lot of this could be in person too, because we have this garden here. Let's see what this additional message is. What is that book? Shoot. Oh, it's like right in front of me. My bad. I didn't put it back last time. Change of position. 2 black 10s. Change of position. Wow, some of you guys could be moving forward in your job, having a different role. This could be like receiving news on that, and that could be like what this conversation is about. Change in position. You could be becoming more of that like matriarch, patriarch like energy in your family, like really helping other people, being a guide, being a mentor, being a leader. I feel like there's a lot of energy of stepping up, because like with this ship too, you're like moving forward in life. I feel like there's just something that's really growing and evolving, and that's what this change of position is. You know, I feel like you've learned something, you're in a new role in some sense, and it could be within your family, it could be within work and your community, within yourself. I feel like you've just had a lot of growth here. A lot of that. Interesting. Okay, we're going to draw more cards and piece this all together for you to see. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 3? We have unexpected income in reverse. Main male. Oops, grabbed too many cards. Oh, marriage. Lovers in reverse. And then we're just going to put this over here since there could literally be a change in position with your work. Because we have occupation in reverse and unexpected income. So there could be like a sudden change with your job. You could change jobs, maybe like, you know, this does have some energy of like losing your job, but I feel like it's actually not such a bad thing. Like it could be a shift in like a business partnership for some of you. Or you can just be shifting what you do. Like if you don't have like a traditional job, maybe you just spend a lot of your time during like working in a certain charity, working for doing a certain thing. And now you're deciding to shift what you do. That's what this change in position. So you guys could be moving. We have main male, marriage, and then lovers in reverse too, which is interesting here. There could be someone new coming into your life and be shifting your relationship dynamics. With marriage, this could be something that has to do with your literal marriage. It can also just be about commitments. And, you know, with occupation here, and then we have this paperwork here, I feel like there's a big shift in your commitments. This is interesting. This has kind of come up in certain other ways in different readings today and recently. I feel like there's just a lot of shifts coming for the collective, especially the collective I read for. I feel like, you know, and just the collective in general, that our values are changing, what we want are changing, you know? And I feel like that's what's coming through here. You know, you're really being divinely guided, getting these messages, getting advice, like, you know, maybe from your family, from the people you surround yourself with, through like readings, through your own intuition, through your angels, your guides, you know, messages from the universe that, you know, it's time for shifts. It's time for things to change, because maybe you have been feeling dissatisfied with your job, dissatisfied with your relationship, dissatisfied with where you are in life, you know, and you're recognizing that it's now time to make shifts, so we can live in a happier state. so we can have the life we desire and not settle for less. So I feel like, yeah, there's going to be communication this week, you know, there's going to be shifts this week, decisions, paperwork, you know, that's really going to help you move forward here. You could be literally going to a wedding this week. Some people are, you know, attending something like that. But I feel like there's definitely, for a lot of you, a shift in your job. Maybe you're taking this week off to travel, and you could be spending money. Like maybe you're on spring break, or you're just planning a vacation and taking some time off work to go like spend with your significant other. Because maybe you guys haven't had a lot of time together lately, and now you're like reprioritizing who you want to spend your time with and what it is you want to do. You can be spending time in nature. Yeah, there's definitely energy of that coming through for a lot of you, whether you're taking that vacation or that time off from work right now, or you're planning it. That's coming through for a lot of you. Yeah, you could be wanting to go overseas or just go by the water, be out somewhere where it's warm and outside out. Yeah, you could be putting in like a 2-week notice for work if you are making this decision to shift positions. And I feel like maybe, you know, if you decide you want to start like working with a family business or starting your own business or doing something different, you know, maybe, you know, it will be a cut in money, you know, but it could lead to you feeling happier. But I'm not really seeing this as like a terrible thing. I'm not really seeing this as like, you're just unexpectedly losing your job and it's terrible. But sometimes that happens, you know. I wouldn't be, if like the Tower card shows up, that's like, you know, we're so unhappy with our jobs that we just stay in, but we're still staying in it. And then the universe intervenes and kind of takes us out of that position. So then we could pursue what we're truly like, you know, wanting at this time. And I feel like for a lot of you, you might just be shifting what you value. And like maybe before you were so focused on money, work, material things, you know, security, and all of that, which is fine. But I feel like you might be shifting what you prioritize now, and you might be prioritizing relationships. You might be wanting to prioritize your current relationship, or prioritizing finding a relationship, spending time with your family. Because I feel like some of you guys may have been lonely lately, and now you want to have more relationships in your life. You want to get out of the house more. You want to experience more in life. So yeah, it might not be something drastic like changing your jobs, but it's changing your priorities and your values, and now starting to value relationships more and not the material as much. And I feel like this could be a lot of it because it has to do with your spiritual journey and the growth that you've gone through. I feel like you definitely have a spiritual energy. You know, I feel like you're very connected, and you've done a lot of inner work and healing and growth. And now, you know, things have shifted for you, and you might be starting to make the changes about that, or just recognizing it this week. What's going on the next 7 days? Oh, we have Empress energy. So we have like maternal energy coming through here as well. We'll see. But this is a really beautiful energy of creation, motherly energy, nurturing energy. You know, maybe some of you guys want to become a mother, want to have a baby, or you could be wanting to birth your own business, you know, or spending time with your own mother. Yeah, you might be really guided to create your own, you know, your own reality, definitely, but like just birth your own business. Find someone you want to start a family with, or focus on your current family. Or wow, we have another major arcana. This is a big shift. You know, there's a big life changes coming this week for you. Change it, that's come through several times, but strength card, you have that inner strength. Look, it's another little lamb. But you have the strength to conquer anything. I feel like you've really recognized your own inner strength. I feel like you've overcome a lot, group number 3, in your life. You've learned a lot, you've gone through a lot, and now you're using what you've learned and implementing it and moving forward. And you know that you are capable of achieving anything. You are so strong. I feel like you're physically healthy this week as well. I'm feeling good that way. What else, Spirit? Seven of Swords, and then we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, a lot of you could have overcome some self-sabotaging tendencies that made you, that prevented you from going after your dreams in the past. You could have thought, I'm not, for example, strong enough. I'm not capable of doing that. That's too hard to do that. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I don't have the family. I don't have the support. You know, you could have just had all these excuses and all these limiting beliefs that stopped you from going after your dreams, from going after new beginnings, from going after some like new relationships or relationships in general, for pursuing your creative hobbies or, you know, desires to start a business or work, you know, yeah, create art or go in the healing business or, you know, do something with intuition and your spirituality, whatever it is. I feel like really you're overcoming those limiting beliefs, and now you're stepping through that, and you're able to go after those new beginnings, you know, to prioritize, you know, the relationships and the emotional well-being, the spirituality, the creative side of you. What's going on the next 7 days for group number 3, Spirit? Persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah, you will. You're so strong. This card keeps coming up for your group, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know if you guys always choose group 3, but I feel like it's been coming out for group 3 almost every time. Trouble, accusations. But look, it came up over the Strength card and the 7 of Swords and also the main male. A lot of times when this has been coming through in recent readings, we've been talking about like gaslighting and people around us. Maybe that's a deceptive energy. You know, we could be overcoming people like that that maybe put us down, like, and not believe in ourselves and our dreams. But also this could be like, you know, your own deceptive thoughts have been, you know, causing the pain and the problems. But there could be someone in your life, you know, that is, yeah, not supporting you, gaslighting you, and like just putting you down when you want to go after your dreams. And you could be separating yourself from them or having the strength to really overcome any troubles you've been having. That's for sure. Oh, too many. This deck is huge. I'm going to split it. What else, Spirit? How's the next 7 days going? Do not back down from oppositions. Show strength and fortitude. Yeah, there's someone in your life that may try and intervene with the choices and the changes you want to make in your life. But you will persevere. Like we have, you know, show strength and fortitude. We have the Strength card. We have persevere and you will overcome your problems. Do not back down. I feel like you're really going to get some momentum this week to make positive changes in your life. I just split the deck and I saw great happiness there. But, you know, there might be someone that comes around and says what you're doing is stupid or whatever, you know, but Spirit's like, don't back down. Follow what feels right. You're being very divinely guided right now. You are protected. The peanut obsidian, this is a protective stone here. And we have protective energy on the bottom of the deck too. You know, sometimes like people change and they don't, or we change and people don't change with us and they don't like when we change. But you're going to get through whatever these shifts are in your life. You know, there might be some people that try and stop you. So you're strong and capable of achieving anything, and you will get through any of the hiccups, any of the problems, any of the troubles that come up. Time to go out and have fun. Reconciliation, and then Quill, get back to the basics. You know, maybe there could be this energy of overcomplicating things lately, overthinking things in your head. And Spirit's like, get back to the basics, have fun, follow your passions, follow what lights you up. And if people give you trouble for making these changes in your life, know that, you know, in the future, I feel like you will reconcile. They will support you. And, you know, everything will be okay. So really follow what feels good to you. You know, you shifted your priorities and what you want in life, and that's okay. And you don't need to overcomplicate things. Follow what lights you up. Follow what makes you happy. And that's when, you know, everything is just going to really flow for you and be aligned and just feel, yeah, so good. So commit to yourself, commit to being happy, commit to your dreams, your desires. You have those desires for a reason. And, you know, along life's journey, of course, there's problems and things that happen along the way, but that's just all part of our growth and our expansion. So don't give up when there is trouble, because you're really moving forward in life with the ship. This is like major changes, major shifts in your life. And that's not always easy. So Spirit's like, you know, commit to yourself, stay disciplined. You got this. You are so strong. You can overcome anything. You can achieve anything, my beautiful group number 3. Wow, I feel like the readings were kind of like serious in a way this week, because I feel like really the collective, we're making shifts, we're changing. You know, maybe it's because we're becoming more 5th dimensional, you know, things are just really shifting in what we prioritize and how we want to live our lives. And I feel like that is wonderful. And we really are being called to follow that. And the biggest issue might be the people around us that aren't on that same level. So you do what feels best for you. You are definitely intuitive and guided at this time. So follow your heart, follow your inner compass, and have an amazing, beautiful week, group number 3. I hope this reading resonated. I hope you got the messages, the guidance you needed at this time. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment if you wish. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I wish you truly all the best. Have a great week, great day, night, whenever you're watching this. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, group number 3.